Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Hello and welcome, and I'm going to keep you all in the chat so that some of you were a little embarrassed to be in part of the group, so everyone's going to just be in the chat. Make sure you take advantage of the chat. Okay, let's start over. Hello, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Dawn here, your skincare specialist, and I'm so excited that you're here to learn along with each other about Bakuchiol, the retinol alternative that everyone's been talking about lately. So again, hello and welcome. The first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to sit back and think and imagine what if you could find a skin care formula that can do what retinol and retinoids have been doing for years, but without the harshness, the downside, all of the troublesome side effects like redness and scaling. How would you feel? How would it make you feel if you could reduce lines and wrinkles, even wrinkles, the deeper ones, dark circles under your eyes, and also while increasing collagen production to help firm up your skin and prevent further skin aging? What if you could do that with one safe hydrophilic? I'll explain what that means to you later if you don't know. If you've been with me for a while, you know what that means. One safe, hydrophilic, effective, and affordable serum. So imagine, what does firm, tight, refreshed skin look like on you, and how does that make you feel? Are you embarrassed because you have hyperpigmentation and you want to start controlling the melanin production that causes spots? And stop, sorry, not sorry, I'm going to mention this, age spots and further sun damage? Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So I'm so happy you're here to learn about Bakuchiol and to learn about our newest powerhouse skin serum. I know you're super excited too, and you're going to have questions. So I encourage you to type your questions in the chat box or comments, and depending on where you're watching this, or keep a notebook handy, whatever works for you. But feel free to chat right along while I'm talking, because sometimes you might, I've been known to forget my questions when it comes time for the Q&A at the end. So just go ahead and pop those questions in. I'm not going to look at them till the end, so you're not going to be disturbing anyone. And your question might actually help somebody else think about their own questions. So feel free to use that chat box as much as you'd like. So if you're a team member with Team Confidence and you'd like my entire paper, it's a longer paper on Bakuchiol and this serum, type team member or Team Confidence in the chat box, and I'll get that out to you. So when I started representing this company almost 5 years ago, I really knew I found something unique, something exceptional and special, but I really had no idea, actually no intention initially, but no idea how many others that I would be able to help with skin concerns, whether they were basic skin concerns, sensitivity, aging skin, or troublesome acne, the basics that most of us all have dealt with. Also, I've been able to help those who need relief from skin conditions, such as psoriasis, eczema, itching, rashes, rosacea. I wasn't even looking for a new skincare line at the time. I was loyal to the brand I was using, thought I was using the best, and I was loyal for about 25 years. So that should tell you a little bit about how I'm not into hype and trends. And I want to just preface what I'm saying about Bakuchiol today because it's super exciting and kind of revolutionary in many ways. So our company does employ the best of the best chemists in our field for the formulation of our aloe vera based products. And so when it comes to fighting the signs of aging, I am so proud and excited to introduce you to our newest weapon against to fight against aging. You can tell I don't use the word weapon very often. That was awkward. It looked good on paper, but when I started saying it was like, weapon? Fight? I don't know. In any case, we have a new weapon to fight against the signs of aging, and it's called Bakuchiol Retinol Alternative Refining Serum. So because Bakuchiol is being introduced as a retinol alternative, because a lot of people don't know what Bakuchiol is yet, I'm going to quickly review what retinol is all about and why we would want an alternative to it and why this is so exciting. So first things first, what is retinol? Retinol has been a gold star skincare ingredient for years, but there's a reason I personally have avoided it, and it hasn't been in our line. So that should tell you something. I've been tempted to use a retinol serum. I've even had doctors recommend it, cosmetic type plastic surgeons and that type of thing. But there's a big but. First of all, it's a derivative of vitamin A, so it's considered natural, generally animal sourced though. Something I didn't know until I did this research. But here's the but. Often skin cannot handle the harsh nature of this vitamin A derivative of that ingredient, retinol or retinoids. And it's well documented that retinol causes irritation, redness, and increases photosensitivity, that's sensitivity to the light. So you're not recommended to use retinol during the day before you go out in the light. And that's not just sunlight or straight up sunny days in summer, that's all year long. And it also includes UV light, such as what you get off of your laptop. So that's a big bunch of drawbacks, don't you think? I think so. So like I said, I declined. And so the question is, but whether the benefits of retinol outweigh the risk of irritation and dryness. So as for me personally, it was always kind of counterintuitive to use a daily formula that could cause drying while I'm trying to fight aging, hydrate my skin, plump my skin. I don't want to be drying it out too. It's counterintuitive. It's one thing to have a procedure once, like a chemical peel or something, or an enzyme peel that takes that layer off. Some of those medical procedures can really dry out your skin, but that's once, that's not day after day, year after year. So we want to really kind of think about it just in common sense terms, because retinol does work kind of like a peel. And when we peel, we need extra hydration. And we need extra hydration, of course, I'm going to recommend in the form of ingredients that hold and attract water, such as aloe vera and hyaluronic acid and those types of ingredients that we commonly have throughout our line. So I've never been one to follow trends and fall for a lot of hype, but that's why I invited you to hear about this. So just before I continue and get to the Bakuchiol, let me ask a quick question for the chat here. What's your personal experience with retinol or retinoids? Are you using skincare with retinol or retinoids? It's okay. This is not a judgment zone, and this is not a bash retinol. Retinol, like I said, is a gold star ingredient. So if you're using it, you especially want to hear about Bakuchiol because there's a bonus for you. So are you using retinol or retinoids? Number 1. 2, type in 1. Type in 2, have you used skincare with retinol or retinoids and stopped for any reason at all. If you want to share the reason, that's up to you. I mean, you might have just stopped because you forgot. I mean, it doesn't really matter. And type in number 3 is you've wanted to try skincare with retinol or retinoids. That's me, but haven't because of the drawbacks. So I'm typing in A3. So I'd love to hear that, and I'm going to take a look at that at the end. So now are you excited? Are you curious? I'm talking about retinol. So what then is Bakuchiol, and what does that have to do with this? So Bakuchiol is extracted from the seeds and the leaves of the Bakuchiol plant. The Bakuchiol plant has been used for millennia in Chinese and Indian ancient medicine. So it's been proven safe for many different things. However, it wasn't used topically for skincare until recently. Bakuchiol provides you with the same equal benefits as retinol, but with 0 of the side effects that retinol has. That's a huge statement, and I'm going to back that up with some science, with some studies. There have actually been multiple medical studies that have confirmed that Bakuchiol helps to heal and soothe skin. So the opposite of retinol. It's packed with anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. So even the most sensitive skin types can benefit from this anti-aging powerhouse, and it works for acne, as does retinol, but again, without the irritation and drying. That's a whole different topic. I could talk about this for hours, but I'm going to just leave it at that. Now, of course, we formulated our Bakuchiol serum in an aloe vera delivery system and enhanced it with carefully selected extracts, including apple, mushroom, lentil, watermelon. In fact, 13 powerhouse extracts that work in harmony with the Bakuchiol and the aloe vera and all the ingredients in the formula to bring your skin to the next level. This is really big news. So our Bakuchiol serum is if you're wanting to reduce the appearance, you've heard us say reduce the appearance of fine lines often. You have to be careful with that. But Bakuchiol is if you have deeper lines, crinkles. Some call them wrinkles, I call them crinkles. Deeper lines. If you're just either you got behind on your anti-aging routine and you're feeling like you're trying to catch up, or maybe you're just quite a bit older or have had a tremendous amount of exposure in the sun. This is when Bakuchiol is for you, also for acne control. So I'll get a little bit more into the weeds on the Q&A. I know you're going to have a ton of questions. I can see the chat going now. So as I mentioned, there have been studies conducted by reputable medical labs that have shown optimal results within 12 weeks. And for some, as little as 4 weeks. Some are reporting 4 weeks, which is why I'm suggesting the before and after pictures. I do have a Bakuchiol before and after challenge where you earn a $10 coupon. I'll put some information on how to get involved with that at the end in the chat box. So just make sure you're keeping your eye on that chat box. So one of these studies that I thought was notable, it was published in the British Journal of Dermatology, and it found that not only did Bakuchiol work as well as retinol. I want to choose my words carefully. In fact, I'm going to read what they said, okay? It works as well as retinol when it came to addressing the signs of aging, but it was less harsh. Okay, again, this is from the British Journal of Dermatology, and I have that article if anyone's interested in looking up the actual study. I can share the link with you in the chat. Just ask for the study. If you're looking at a medical journal, you want to look at the results and the conclusions on the paper. It's a longer paper, but the results and the conclusions are what's really what we want to get to. So the results from that study say that Bakuchiol and retinol both significantly, I capitalized that, decreased wrinkle surface area and hyperpigmentation, with no statistical difference between the two compounds. No statistical difference, negligible, no difference. The retinol users reported more facial skin scaling and stinging. So it was actually painful. Again, that's why I haven't tried it yet, any retinol, and now I don't have to. So the conclusions, those were the results, and the conclusions from this study. Their study demonstrated that Bakuchiol is comparable with retinol in its ability to improve photoaging, that's aging from light or sun, and it's better tolerated than retinol. So who wouldn't want that? So therefore, they stated Bakuchiol is promising as a more tolerable alternative to retinol. So this is the real deal. That's only one of the many, many studies. In addition to fighting aging, again, retinol also helps with uneven skin tone, blotchy skin, or redness that you might have got from the just making a joke there. Okay. Bakuchiol is successful in restoring radiance if your skin has become dull. Exfoliation generally helps with that. This serum will help with that just by using a few drops a day. Bakuchiol is safe and it's beneficial for all skin types, which is also unusual. Usually it's like, oh, those with psoriasis or rosacea need to do something different. No, all skin types and most skin conditions. Bakuchiol may be used over the entire face, or it can be applied to stubborn areas as a spot treatment. You would always use your serum, any serum, prior to your moisturizer for the day. And of course, if you're using it during the day, you want to finish off with our aloe vera zinc sunscreen. And in the evening, you would maybe want to finish off with our aloe vera high antioxidant night repair serum. In addition to fighting aging, there are so many different conditions and troubles and complaints that we have about our skin. Bakuchiol hits pretty much every one of them. And again, it's safe for all skin types. So I do encourage you to take a before and after picture and monitor the change, over the next 12 weeks. Maybe look at it 4 weeks and 8 weeks and then 12 weeks. Many people are reporting changes as soon as 4 weeks. Take note of the time of day and the location. Obviously, you'll have the picture so you know where you took it. But make sure you take the picture in a place where you can replicate the same location and the same lighting conditions for both, so that you can really see the difference. And if you're going to share with us in order to get the coupon and submit a review, we'd want to have those comparable lighting conditions. We want to make sure that our before and afters are very honest and very full of information that you can get by the camera. So I encourage you to be brave, get your serum, get involved in the challenge in the group, and then all you're going to do is with your before and your after, you're going to write an honest review, short and sweet, of your experience with the Bakuchiol serum. Honest review, even if you had to turn it back in, refund your money, I want a review from you. I want an honest review on this serum, either on our Facebook business page or Yelp if you're not on Facebook. And I can get you that information later. But first things first, we need to get you using your serum. So remember, you get a $10 coupon. After you do that, you get free shipping on orders of $65 or more. So your serum is not going to be $65, it's only $53. Remember, you get the Love It guarantee. So you can return anything if you're not happy with it for any reason. And again, for most, we do recommend, if you want to really kickstart your experience with Bakuchiol, use it morning and evening for the first 30 days. It's only going to be 4 to 6 drops. I'm going to try to take a bath in it twice a day personally. I want to try it here, not just on my face, but here, maybe my hands. I'm not sure. I have to look into that. Bakuchiol retinol alternative is a powerhouse formula if you haven't figured that out yet, and it will help everyone look and feel their absolute best. So don't forget, you can share this information, and I also give $10 rewards for referrals. So you can really cash out on this, get the $20 in coupons. You can refer to up to 5 people, so that's $50 in coupons. But here's the thing to remember. I know a lot of you are going to go run out onto the Google and look up Bakuchiol. Well, it's not just one ingredient with our formulas. I've said this so many times, and I just want to remind you this right now. Bakuchiol is in our exclusive aloe vera delivery system. And that means it's hydrophilic. It's not oil-based. It's bioavailable. It will be delivered to the deepest layers of your skin, not sit on top where it can't really do a whole lot or can do so much less. It can reach the deepest layers of your skin possible without clogging pores. And we want to keep our skin open and breathing and hydrated. We need water. Our skin needs water. We don't want to create a barrier on our skin for that. Our skin needs to breathe. So this is incredibly unique. There is no other serum like this. And I just want to remind you, it is best to update your routine at least annually, or take advantage of a complimentary one-on-one touch base with me for a skin consult, so I can see how you're doing. And of course, I'll be answering questions here in the chat. So in the chat, I'm going to put this information. You have we have 2 options. The third option expired already. So we have 2 options. You can join the exclusive Bakuchiol unboxing group that I talked about, where you get your $10 coupon. If you want to do that, just type $10, the $sign and a number 10 right here in the chat box or comments. You're just going to do a before and after in the testimonial. You can do your testimonial before and after with your testimonial at 4, 8, or 12 weeks. You're just going to make note of that in your review. You're going to say, I took this picture this date and this date, and in 4 weeks, this happened, or in 12 weeks, this happened, or I noticed this. That's all there is to it. And then in order to do that, I'm going to give you a special link to order your Bakuchiol from. And if you don't want to take part in the unboxing group for the $10 coupon and you just want to order your serum, you can use the same link. Just don't type in the $10 in the chat. You can also email it to me or text me. It's fine. So I'm going to just put all of this in the chat for you. I know this was an eye-opener and you have a lot of questions. So always remember, what is the solution for skin challenges? The right ingredients. Those ingredients need to be safely and ethically sourced by a reputable company. And those ingredients then need to be formulated to work in harmony with one another as a synergistic formula, also with the entire skincare routine. For example, your cleanser and your moisturizer and your serum, they all need to be working synergistically to get more bang for your buck, but also in synergy with your actual skin and the pH of your skin, considering your skin type. So I'm going to stop the share, see what we can find in the comments, in the chat, type in the links for you, and say hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. And I'm going to stop the recording now so I can get to your chats. And again, thanks for joining me today. I'm super excited, as you can tell, about this Bakuchiol and excited for you to try it. Let's find out who's over here and ready to get started. Have a great afternoon. Again, thanks for joining me.